Hi, I would like to share with you a bit of scripture from Gospel of Matthew. It's a familiar piece of scripture for those who are been around church or heard heard out in public by street evangelists. And it's um, it's it's from the Sermon on the Mount. It's chapter 5, starting with verse 27. You have heard that it was said to those of old, you shall not commit adultery. But I say to you that whoever looks at a woman to lust for her has already committed adultery with her in his heart. If your right eye causes you to sin, pluck it out and cast it from you. For it is more profitable for you that one of your members perish than for your whole body be cast in hell. And if your right hand causes you to sin, cut it off and cast it from you. For it is more profitable for you that one of your members perish than for your whole body to be cast into hell. Now, what Jesus is dealing with right there t- is, is dealing with the fact that men can commit adultery and sexual sin with their eyes. I mean, if we take a look back into the Old Testament, King David, when he stayed behind Jerusalem when kings were supposed to go off to war, um, committed the sin of adultery before he committed the sin of adultery by a- accidentally casting his eyes upon Bathsheba, a woman who was taking a bath outside, and he 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 started lusting after her and basically brought her into his his chambers to have sex with her and ended up knocking her up and getting her pregnant. And th- then he ended up committing the sin of murder. I mean, by trying to get Uriah to go home and sleep with his wife, and failing that, he ended up sending him back into battle and having him be put in the forefront of the battle so that he would die. I mean, I mean, men are visual creatures. I mean, when when God made the first woman for the man, I mean, she was considered beautiful and she was considered desirable, and God created women to to be desirable to the man, and while Scripture says that women should dress modestly, I mean, Scripture also puts the responsibility on men to not to let themselves sin with their eyes. I mean, to be drawn after a woman to lust after her. I mean, the, our our eyes are supposed to be on the Lord, our the author and finisher of our faith, who for the joy set before him endured a cross and despised its shame, is set down on the right hand of God. I mean, not saying that you shouldn't you shouldn't seek after one, but you shouldn't you shouldn't look at you shouldn't look at a woman and then fantasize what you want to be doing for her. I mean, if if you're having those kind of problems, I would probably suggest reading the Song of Solomon to get those thoughts out. I mean, out of your head. I mean, or well, maybe that wouldn't work, but that at least fo- focus on the 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 legendary Shilamite. Anyway, Peter the Apostle in his second epistle speaks about false teachers who have eyes full of adultery and that cannot cease from sin. I mean, I mean, again, we'll point out to men are having that problem with their eyes, looking after things that they shouldn't be looking after, and they need to not be distracted by those things. Not not be lured away into those things that God doesn't want us to think about until we're married, or if we're already married. I mean, to focus on the Lord and our married partners. If you think that's talking strictly about straight men, even gay men can lust after after other men, and you know that the law says that you shall not lie with a male as with a woman because it's an abomination. And if you're a gay guy who's looking at a another gay guy, or if you're or if you're a lesbian who is looking after another woman to lust after them, uh, you're already breaking the commandment in your heart. You see how that works? I mean, Lord is such a genius. I mean, he knows that what we feed our eyes is going to make it make its way into our brain, and we're going to be fantasizing about those things, and um, and we should be about things that are pure and holy and and true and just, th- things that are lovely and things that are of good report. If there's anything that's praiseworthy about it, then we should think about those things. And yeah, so man, you gotta work on not letting your eyes take you places where you don't want to go. I mean, John says, "For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life, is is not of the Father, but it is of the world. And the world passes away, and the lust thereof. But whoever does the will of God abides forever." That's in 1 John. Anyway, that's pretty much all I really have to share with you this morning. So, have a good day, and God bless you.